Hello guys, and welcome to another video. Nice to have you. Today we're talking about Jamaica's digital currency. Yeah man, Jamaica's digital currency. Let's just go ahead and just jump right into it. So first thing first guys, it is not a cryptocurrency. No, it's not a cryptocurrency. Sorry to disappoint you, but it is a digital currency nonetheless, right? It basically is a digital version of the Jamaican dollar. That's all it is, right? And it's not a cryptocurrency because it is controlled by the central bank, the BOJ, Bank of Jamaica. They are the one who is going to be controlling the distribution and the creation of this currency. Now, on the 31st of December, 2021, why they did it on the 31st? I guess they wanted to start the new year on a good note. So on the 31st of December 2021, the Bank of Jamaica announced that they have successfully tried, right, a CBDC, which is a central bank digital currency, right? And they did this in collaboration with the National Commercial Bank, where they would have used employees from BOJ and NCB to do the trials. They also use vendors, craft vendors. They use persons who have stores that sell jewelry, etc., business people. And I guess they would have done several transactions over a few months and see what would have become of these transactions. And I guess it was successful, as the headline said. So the BOJ has tested the digital currency and they said that it was a success. Now, this has not been launched. It's just in the pilot phase, right? It has not yet been launched. It's in the pilot phase. They're saying that it will be launched sometime in 2022, sometime this year. I guess it's late 2022, it will be launched. And I guess the reason why they would have used NCB is because NCB have links. So it's a digital wallet, and I guess NCB would now incorporate something within this digital wallet for the digital currency that is going to be offered by the BOJ. Additionally, the BOJ is launching their own wallet and is giving a $2,500 incentive to the first 100,000 persons who would have signed up for the wallet, right? So the BOJ and NCB is working in collaboration with the launch of the digital currency. And I guess because NCB is already in the space with their wallet. So essentially, the Jamaica digital currency is a hybrid of the Jamaica dollar and its digital form. And this will be good for the BOJ and the government in creating future notes. Now, the Jamaica government is looking at creating new notes, right? They are creating some new notes. And if they had a digital currency, then this would have given them leverage in creating less of the physical fiat dollar. The Jamaica digital currency is not a cryptocurrency. It is not decentralized. It is not on a blockchain. It is controlled by the Bank of Jamaica. It is basically fiat money on a digital platform. It was developed by a company that is well known in the digital currency space, who have helped several countries all over the world to develop their own digital currencies. An important piece of information, according to AtlanticCouncil.org, 87 countries that makes up over 90% of the global GDP are looking to develop some form of digital currency. So this is very interesting. You know, it has become a trend in the United States, or in the development stage, right, of digital currency. And another thing to note is that the digital currency is not new to the Caribbean, right? Because Bahamas, they have their digital currency and it is not in a pilot stage. It was actually launched about a year ago or so. They actually have a digital currency, and countries all over the world are using digital currencies, are looking to develop the digital currencies. So this alternative to cash that the BOJ has created can only be used domestically, right, as would our cash, and it would have served the same purpose to buy or exchange for goods and services as we would cash. Now, to top up our digital wallets, I guess the digital platform in Jamaica would have to be fast-tracked, right, to accommodate these kinds of transactions. I think the BOJ mentioned that there will be smart ABMs. So I guess the BOJ, they're going to put smart ABMs, or maybe incorporate some of the NCB ABMs and maybe other banks for you to top up your wallet, as well as they mentioned that they're going to be authorized dealers, right? Whether these be online or brick and mortar stores, you can go in and tap your wallets up. But this money can only be used domestic purposes, as would our cash here in Jamaica. So guys, as it relates to security, there are going to be new concerns, right, as to how your data is used, right? Now, when you look at the Data Protection Act from 2020, I mean, businesses have been given 2 years to come to books, right, in terms of compliance. But in developing the Data Protection Act, were all this taken into consideration? I'm talking about digital currency, right? You're talking about the Consumer Protection Act that was last amended in 2013. And that's like light years when you're in the digital space. And not to mention, right, the Cybercrime Act, that like from 2010. So that's even further down, right? So there are many concerns that are going to arise from this, right? Because remember, with the digital wallet, the government will know the amount of money in your wallet. They will know where you spend it, how much you spend, right? They can even make a law and pass it through the house where they can even go in your account and take your money out, because they would have controlled your wallets. Because remember, it's centralized digital currency. The Bank of Jamaica, right, is the government, controls the digital currency. So essentially, what will happen is that they would have control of your bank account, so to speak. So the middleman, which was the bank, we can see them phasing out the banks. And I can see why. Because the banks, man, they are charging these high fees, bank charges and interest and all this. It's very annoying, and it's a ripoff. It's a ripoff. I mean, these banks charge you a lot. I mean, you have like $1,000 in our account, right? And fees is $1,500. So you basically owe the bank $500. And I'm not joking. And at one point, the government had to step in and say, no, because you're making billions of dollars. You're not making a loss, even in the pandemic. And you're still overcharging consumers. So I can see why the government want to step in and create this wallet. Because with this wallet, you pay no fees. So you won't be charged when conducting transactions on the platform that the government is given. Right now, that would have eliminated a lot of the fees that consumers would pay, right, to banks. So I can see where the government is coming from with this. But on the flip side, they would have control over your account. So if you're owing taxes, they could take the taxes out. They could easily well go in your bank account and say, or freeze your bank account, for that matter, if you are in some form of illicit crime, which is it's kind of good in some ways. But does the act, right, the Consumer Protection Act, the Data Protection Act, were all these things taken in account when preparing these documents, the acts, right? So a lot of questions are going to be asked. The government is giving away $250 million to the first 100 persons to register for the wallet. I mean, it's a good offer. You get $2,500. I mean, as consumers, we can probably do a hybrid. We can do a hybrid where you have your bank account, just the same. You have your wallet, and just be careful. So guys, the name of the digital currency is Jamdex, and the tagline is no cash, no problem. The logo, though, a lot of persons have a problem with it. It looks fine to me. It looks like an ackee, which is a fruit. It's a part of our national dish, the ackee and saltfish. Tell me, what do you think about the logo? You have a problem with it? So watch out for part 2 of Jamaica's digital currency. as soon as the wallet is launched on April 1st, I will definitely do a review and see, you know, we can look and see what this really is. Guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate you staying on here. If you like this content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.